Hello guys, meet again with QINIMA. This world is inhabited by various creatures, which consist of various classes. One of them is the reptile class. Some reptiles have their own uniqueness and beauty, like some of the reptiles that we have collected below, which have uniqueness that we have never encountered in everyday life. These are the 8 most unique reptiles in the world. Ecuadorian horned anole. In the last 50 years, many have suspected that this creature has become extinct. This reptile has a long nose and sticks up, so it is nicknamed the Pinocchio lizard. The Pinocchio lizard was first discovered in 1953, but this lizard was never seen again between 1960 to 2005. Researchers usually look for these lizards at night, because these lizards do not move fast at night. Pinocchio's lizard is on the list of endangered animals. Uniquely, the long nose of the Pinocchio lizard is only owned by male individuals. In addition to the respiratory tract, this sharp nose is an important attribute to attract female lizards. The Saharan horned viper. These animals can grow up to 50 centimeters, hunt at night, and usually burrow into the sand during the day. The poison is very venomous because it can damage red blood cell tissue and is a hemotoxic. A hemotoxic is a poison that causes damage to the blood and then damages tissue. This poison has a tremendous pain effect that is slower to kill than a neurotoxin that has a reaction on nerves. The Saharan horned viper is currently an endangered species due to environmental factors. No one really knows why they have horns over their eyes. Some scientists say the horns serve as protection for the eyes against the sand. Others say for camouflage and navigation through the sand. Despite all that, this horn has a sinister look. Nano-chameleon. Chameleons are known for their ability to blend in with their surroundings. However, this chameleon found in Madagascar has better camouflage abilities because of its very small size. Not only is it very small, this chameleon also comes from a small island called a mini island. This new species is called Brachysia micra. If chameleons generally eat grasshoppers, the size of this chameleon is not even bigger than grasshoppers. This mini chameleon is even listed as the smallest reptile in the world. This chameleon has evolved to be super small, so that it is less conspicuous, making its camouflage even more perfect. Species that can only be found on this small island are included in the list of endangered animals. It is believed that these miniature chameleons are very sensitive to the destruction of their habitat, so they must be really guarded. Dragon snake. This dragon snake actually exists in the real world and is not a myth. The dragon snake in scientific language has the name Xenodermis javanicus. Kemuning forest. Temanggung, Indonesia still has many mysteries in it. One of them is the existence of a dragon snake which was discovered by researchers from the Faculty of Forestry in 2016. The Javanese dragon snake is a snake that comes from the Xenodermatidae family, which is non-venomous and harmless to humans. From its body shape, this snake is very easy to recognize because there are scales that protrude from the surface of the skin, so that it looks like thorns. This is what gives the snake a dragon-like impression. Its back is grayish, while its belly is predominantly white. This snake is considered rare and not much maintained, other than that the snake is said to not survive in captivity. This snake is nocturnal and is known to only prey on small frogs. Has a low level of productivity, only produces 2 to 4 eggs a year. This snake has a rigid behavior where it will stiffen, almost like a board, into any position when touched or lifted. Dragon snakes are very fond of river areas with small streams and away from human reach. The thorny devil. The thorny lizard, or often nicknamed the thorny devil, is perhaps the strangest and most unique lizard. Not only because it is the only species in its genus, but also because of its anatomy. The whole body of this lizard is filled with sharp cone thorns, including the head and tail. The color of their skin can vary from yellow to reddish brown or black, depending on the color of the ground they walk through. This species also has a kind of fake head on the shoulder that serves to confuse predators. The uniqueness of the spiny lizard increased when a team of scientists managed to study the adaptability of this animal as a desert dweller. The thorny lizard is able to use its skin to absorb the dew that is on the sand. Panther chameleons. Panther chameleon is one of the chameleons with striking and rare colors in the world. This animal is the most unique species of chameleon in the world. Its uniqueness is its exotic color, unique legs with only 2 branches, size, reach of the tongue, to the beautiful eyes. Male panther chameleons can grow up to 20 centimeters and have a typical length of around 17 centimeters. Females are smaller, about half the size of adult males. These animals are pretty much kept as pets because handling is not complicated. Panther chameleons do not like to bite and are quite slow in walking. Anatomically, we can easily recognize the panther chameleon. Its body has a basic color pattern of blue and green with small round scales. This unique reptile prefers to live alone, and he does not like being in a cage with other panther chameleons. The Komodo dragons. The Komodo dragon is the largest and heaviest lizard in the world, and one of the few animals with a venomous bite. He was a beast hunter who was skilled at hiding and was strong. Komodo dragons rely on their sense of smell to detect food and use their long, forked tongues to take air samples. They can spend hours waiting for big game to come within their reach. After that, the Komodo dragon launches a deadly attack with its large, curved and jagged teeth. The Komodo dragon is a large lizard with a long tail, strong neck, agility and strong legs. Adult lizards have a uniform stone color and have large, distinct scales, while teenagers have a brighter display of colors and patterns. The Komodo dragon's jaw and throat muscles allow it to swallow large chunks of meat at astonishing speed. Several joints move like hinges and open the lower jaw unusually wide. The stomach expands easily, allowing an adult Komodo dragon to consume up to 80% of its own body weight in a single meal. When threatened, Komodo dragons can empty their stomachs to reduce their weight and then flee. Although males tend to grow larger than females, there are no clear morphological differences to differentiate the sexes. The Matamata turtle. The Matamata turtle is a species of freshwater turtle originating from the tropical regions of South America, particularly the Amazon and Orinoco River areas. According to one theory, the name Matamata comes from the Tupi-Guarani language, the name of an indigenous South American tribe, which means to kill. Matamata turtles are easy to recognize by looking at their odd shape. Its neck is long and flabby, with its head shaped like a widened triangle, while its entire skin is covered with protrusions extending like a tassel. Body parts that resemble horns can also be found on the upper muzzle. The horn-like part itself is actually the nasal passages and is usually used for breathing while diving, much like a snorkel. The strange physical form of the spies is a camouflage in finding food and survival. Matamata turtles are passive hunters, that is, by staying still and waiting for prey to pass nearby. Even though they live in water, Matamata are not good at swimming. To move places, spies do it by walking on the bottom of the water. Matamata have very poor eyesight. For that, Matamata turtles use a membrane on the side of their neck to detect vibrations in the water. Another theory states that the tassel-like protrusions all over its skin are also sensitive to vibrations and other stimuli. So guys, those are some of the most unique reptiles in the world, according to QINIMA. In your opinion, are there other reptiles that are more unique than some of these species? Write your comments below. Like and subscribe to our channel if you like this video or dislike if you don't like it. Thanks for watching and see you in another video.